Hey everybody, this is me Raman Krithik. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please go and subscribe, and don't forget to click on that bell icon to get more updates. So in this video, we are going to see about some of the greatest examples from the history which proves chaos theory or the butterfly theory is true. So what is chaos or butterfly theory? It is a famous theory that states like if something happens somewhere in the world, and that is indirectly or indirectly connected with the other event which is happening in another side of the world. So something similar what I said is chaos theory or butterfly theory. So this term is closely associated with the work of mathematician and meteorologist Edward Lorenz. He noted the butterfly effect is derived from the metaphorical example of the details of tornado. The exact time formation, the exact path taken, being influenced by minor perturbation, such as a distant butterfly flapping its wings several weeks earlier. So Lawrence discovered the effect, which observed the runs of his weather model, and from there he found this wonderful theory known as butterfly effect, and there were many movies made on this effect. So if you're further interested, please go and search in Google, and there are many movies and many theories which are related to this. Even the film Indian film Dashavatar was made based on this butterfly effort. So we are going to see about some of the historical events that happened because of butterfly effect. So let's begin, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for coming and watching till here. So the first event is Abraham Lincoln dreams of his death in 1865. 10 days before Abraham Lincoln was assassinated, he had a dream in which he attended his own funeral in the White House. Despite being extremely disturbed by this dream, he decided to take a trip to the theater with hardly any security to protect him. His assassination marked a pivotal point in the American history, as all the work Lincoln had undertaken to free African American slaves was rejected by his successor Andrew Johnson. Lincoln's Gettysburg Address is still regarded as the heart of America's national identity, and it is certainly true to say that if he had not have gone to that theater, he would have gone on to do many other great things. So this is my first, and let's go to the next. So the next one is how buying a sandwich led to World War One in 1914. Plans to assassinate Franz Ferdinand by the Black Hand of terrorist group had so far been unsuccessful. A grenade lobbed at the Archduke's motorcade during a visit had missed and hit another car. The Archduke was determined to visit the injured, so traveled to the hospital. But during the journey, he noticed the driver was not going down the altered route that had been previously decided. As the driver began to back out, one of the men assigned to assassinate him, the Gavrilo Princip, happened to be buying a sandwich at the corner where the car carrying the Archduke conveniently stopped right outside. The Princip shot the Archduke and his wife, which plunged the world into 4-year war with millions of casualties. So a sandwich can bring a war. Interesting, right? So let's go to the next. So the next in the list, a rejected letter caused the Vietnam War. In 1919, Woodrow Wilson received a letter from a young man called Ho Chi Minh, who asked to meet him to discuss independence from France for Vietnam. At the time, Ho Chi Minh was quite open-minded and ready to talk, but Wilson ignored the letter, which angered the young Ho Chi Minh. He went on to study Marxism. He also met Trotsky and Stalin and became a staunch communist. Later, Vietnam did win independence from France, but the country was split into a communist north and non-communist south, with Ho Chi Minh leading the north. In the 1960s, North Vietnamese guerrillas were attacking the south, and the USA stepped in, something that would not have happened if Wilson had read Ho Chi Minh's letter. So let's go to the next in my list. And I always say, please go and subscribe if you haven't subscribed till now and still watching this. Please go and subscribe. So the next one is one man's kindness caused the Holocaust. Henry Tandey was in France in 1918 fighting for British Army when he decided to spare one young German's life. The decision was to cost the world in ways no one could have ever imagined. Tandey was fighting to gain control of Marcoing and saw one injured German soldier trying to flee. Because he was injured, Tandey could not bear to kill him, so let him go. And the man was Hitler. And the next is the rejection of an art application led to World War II. This is probably the most widely known butterfly effect on the list. In 1905, a young man applied to the Academy of Fine Arts in Vienna. Unfortunately for him and us, he was rejected twice. The aspiring art student was Adolf Hitler, who, after his rejection, was forced to live in the slum of the city, and his anti-Semitism grew. He joined German army instead of fulfilling his dreams as an artist, and the rest is history. And the next one is a fictitious book loses the US economy of $900 on one particular day. In 1907, a stockbroker called Thomas Lawson wrote a book called Friday the 13th, which uses the superstitions of this date to cause a panic between stockbrokers on Wall Street. The book had such an effect that now the US economy loses $900 million on this day because instead of going to work, holiday, out shopping, people stay at home instead. So the next is Martin Luther King Jr.'s reputation rests on a gun license. Martin Luther King Jr. is famous for his pacifist and non-violent protest, but history might have remembered him differently if a request for a gun license had been granted when he had just been elected leader of the Montgomery Improvement Association. It is known that he applied for a license to carry a firearm. This was after a number of after many threats from whites who were opposed to his selection. He was turned down, however, by a local sheriff, and Martin Luther King's legacy of non-violence remains intact. And the next one is an admin error ended the Berlin War. Gunter Schabowski was a spokesperson for the Communist Party, and in 1989 he was given a notice that stated a major change in how people could visit the wall. For the time being, so long as they applied for permission, East Germans could now visit the West. However, the notice was difficult to understand, and Schabowski believed it meant anyone with the passport could visit whenever they wanted. When he was questioned by a reporter as to when the new rules were starting, he immediately said that us, and so a rush to cross took place, and the wall was effectively gone. So the above examples which I said in this video of butterfly effect prove how small choices by specific people can shape the future of the whole world. So hope you like this video. Like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment me down below and share your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching.